Hey, what's up, guys? Vegas Jay here, and today we are testing slash playing the top 3 roulette strategies in the world, and we're gonna find out which one really works the best. We've got a $5,000 bankroll, but that's not what we're playing today. We've got $300 that we're gonna do, and we're gonna run through 3 strategies. And if you stick around to the end, I actually have a bonus strategy that's pretty solid. The first strategy, and I promise you, if you go to any roulette table anywhere, chances are you are seeing someone play this strategy. And this is called the double street. And allow me to explain. You basically pick 5 double streets. 3, 4, 5. And you let it ride. And essentially you're covering, as you can see what's highlighted here, these 2 streets, right? The interesting thing about this is that it covers quite a bit of, I think it's like 79%. There are some whacks, obviously, as you know. But the good news about this is that because it is such a wide range of coverage, you do have the ability to kind of recoup pretty quickly if you lose, which you're going to lose. That's just part of the game. But let's test these out. And essentially when you win 1 unit. So we bet, and we'll let this kind of come back in just a second. We bet $5, we won 6. If you bet $10, you win 10. If you bet $100, you win 100. The challenging part behind this is that if you do lose, right, it will take you 5 individual rolls to make your money back, unless you double up. Now you can do that, right? You have, this is a particular strategy of betting, and then how you manage your bankroll is an independent strategy. Meaning, if you lose, you can martingale and double up. You can do a Fibonacci, a 1, 2, 3, 5 scenario. You can just add 1 unit to kind of catch yourself back up. But the way that most people will play this is that if they lose, they will essentially double up their bet. We'll see how we feel today, and we'll play this out. So that's 2 wins. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right? We're playing with dollars because it's real money. We want to make sure that everything's gonna flow properly. As you know, we're playing on ToshiBet, which I absolutely love this site. Tons and tons of different roulette tables, as you can see here. They even have some special ones with the Royale one, but the reason I don't want to necessarily play that one right now is because you win bonuses on it, and it is awesome. But for the strategy of this, most, if you're playing live, don't have those like bonuses. I wish they did though, that'd be sweet. So again, this is the very first strategy. It is called, oh, and we lost it. This is called the double street. Most people play this a lot. And we're just gonna double up. Okay, so we went from $1 to $2. We now have a $10 bet. Now, you don't have to stay on these individual streets if you don't want to, or double streets, I should say. You can move around, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and stay here for a couple more spins. The goal of this is just kind of show you the top 3 strategies and what they look like when you're playing them live. So remember, this is the double street. You essentially pick 1 unit, whatever that unit is that you want to play, and you put that on 5 of the double streets. And then you let it ride. All right, so we won that one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And that's how you play that game. That's the double street. Pretty straightforward, very easy to play. You can even play that when you're, drinking pretty heavily. Now, the next strategy, most people will play this a lot. I actually play this a lot because I truly believe this is one of the best systems, and it's picking the dozens. You only have to pick 2 dozens, right? You choose which one you want, first 12 or the third, and I apologize, I missed this one. But this is basically just a dozen strategy. There's, 2. Okay, so there's 2 ways to play this, and for now, let's just go ahead and play it this way. This strategy is you pick 2 of the dozens, right? And the reason I'm picking the first dozen is because 2 just came up, and then the last 3 rolls, it's kind of rolled up here in this area. So that's the reason that I'm choosing them. It doesn't matter how you choose them, right? You can choose whichever 3 that you want to, or I'm sorry, whichever 2 that you want to, and that's it. You don't have to stress about anything. You literally just sit here and play the game. Now, the key component on this is that this bet is a 2-to-1. So you're basically going to lose 1 bet and win the other one, which essentially gives you a profit of 1 unit. If you win. Okay, so we won, right? So we bet 50 cents, so we won $1. We won 50 cents in that scenario. right? So let me just show you one more time what it looks like. First and second 12, or second and third 12. There's really no wrong answer. I'm gonna do for now the second and third 12. Again. Now, if you lose this bet, right? This is important. You can double up if you want, and just kind of play that out a few more times. In most cases, most people will tell you to triple up so that you kind of make that money back immediately. I don't mind doubling up one time and then just kind of letting it ride out. And the reason being is you have, I think it's 66.8% of the wheel covered. I mean, it's also one of the most popular systems in the world that everyone plays, right? So that's 2 wins in a row right there. Again, not rocket science, right? What was that number, 18? So we've had 2 in the center, right? And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do first and second 12. Again, you can move around, but you'll notice I traditionally try to always stay at least in the center. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to do that. But, pick your 2 dozens that you like and just stick with them. Where are we at? Let's turn up some roulette noise. Oh, there we go. Dang, that's a little loud. Okay, so we won again. So you can see that the strategy is pretty straightforward, as I mentioned. Very easy to play. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. And, we didn't necessarily lose on one of those rolls, but had we would have just doubled up our bet and kind of played it out. So once again, you pick 2 dozen, whatever 2 dozen that you want, and you just play it out. Okay? The third one is probably the most famous of all strategies that I'm going to show you today, and that's called the Romanowski. And in just a second, I'll show you exactly how to play it. And essentially, this bet is like a 3-to-1, and I'll explain what I mean by that. You're going to do 3 units on the outside and 2 units on the inside. Pretty straightforward. All right, here we go. So we're going to do then okay, there you go. So again, I know this is 50 cents, but it's just to illustrate what it looks like playing live. This is 3 units, right? 3 units on 19 through 36. And then 2 units on 2 dozens. Now you can choose whatever 2 dozens you want, or I say not dozens, but the 2 fours. 30. Is that a win? Yeah. So you won $3. What was our bet? Yeah. So you're winning 1 unit again, essentially in that scenario. So, sorry. So essentially you chose 19 through 36. You'll see this whole section kind of lit up over here. And then you're choosing any 4 quadrants that you want. But you're only going to choose 2, right? You only want to choose 2. You can move those around as you see fit. And, maybe you kind of want to, in my opinion, stick with hot numbers. Like you'll see some of these hot numbers like a 6, a 35, a 26. If you're betting up here, it would make sense to bet on the 6 up here. And then, of course, the 1, because those are the hot numbers. 12. Okay, so once this pulls up. So here's the betting strategy, Romanowski. 1, 2, 3 units. What was the last one that came? 12. 1 unit there and 1 unit there. And I'm just choosing these 2 units. You can choose these 2 units. You can choose these 2 sections however you see fit. You can move them around during each spin. Essentially, you're just trying to cover as much of the board as you can. I chose these because of this reason right here. 12 has popped up a couple times. It was hot, or it just popped up rather. And then 1 is one of those hot numbers. Oh, dude, it almost hit 1. I was going to be like, let's go. Oh, so 16 was a loss. As you can see, there are some, let's kind of bet this back up here. There are some whacks, right? You're not going to catch everything. So these 3 right here are what's going to get you. But let's do this. We're going to double this bet and go $3 on the outside and $2 on the inside. Just, the classic Romanowski. Romanowski. Not just an Avenger. But this is a pretty fun strategy. It covers a lot of the board. Depending on where you're at on the table, it's easy to set up the bets, especially if you're drinking and goofing off. So we hit 23, my mom's favorite number. Let's go. Perfect. Little $6 win there. We'll take it. And essentially, you just rebet it. So we're doing $3 on the outside, 19 through 36, and then we're choosing 2 sections up here, 1 unit each. Now, sometimes people will ask me, hey, can you switch it? Absolutely. I've got a friend of mine, Kevin, I think is his name, or I think that's what he said on the chat. He does whatever number hit, he moves around these 2 numbers, meaning that he'll move them down here, he'll move them in the center, depending on where the ball had just rolled. But to me, that gets a little confusing, especially when you're drinking. Oh, and there's one. It's a hot number. See, so that's one of the reasons why I chose being on that, right? So just nothing crazy, just kind of a smart play. Stick to some of the hot numbers if you're going to be playing up top. And again, 19 to 36, you see all that's covered. And then you're picking 2 dozens, or 2, I don't know why I keep saying dozens, I'm sorry. 2 sections, whatever 2 sections that you want. So 3 units on the outside, 2 units on the inside. The famous, probably the most famous of all time is the Romanowski. It does pretty well until it doesn't, right? Also, all of these strategies are great up until the point where they're not. Cool. All right, so that's how you play that strategy, right? We'll just play it one more time just to close it out. 3 on the outside, 2 on the inside. And then I'll get into the quick bonus one, which you're going to laugh. The bonus one is probably the most famous of all time, even though I know I just said that the Romanowski one was. Every single person on the planet plays this particular strategy that I'm about to show you after this. And you're going to laugh because it's silly, but it literally is the most popular in my opinion, and from what I can tell, anywhere of all systems together. So we won that one, nice little win. Again, it's, profitable. You win a unit. All right, are you ready for the new? Here we go. Wait, what did we just do? 2 blacks? We're going a color, and that's all we're doing. We're gonna double up if need be on this particular scenario. But the system is this. It's red, red, black, black. Red, red, black, black, red, red, black, black. Believe it or not, 95% of every single person plays a single outside bet. A single outside bet with red or black. And you can do very well with this strategy. Even though black just popped up, and that's okay. Now look, we got 3 blacks here in a row, or 2 blacks in a row. 3 blacks in a row, rather. So we're going to stay where we were. And we're going to double it to $1. Now this is the martingale system, and if you have enough money and enough patience, you can absolutely be profitable with this, but you got to be careful, because anytime you're doubling up your money or doubling up bets, you are running the risk of losing quite a bit, right? I don't want to bet $5,000 to win $2, right? Just as an extreme example. But you just pick a color and you hang out, man. Red, red, black, black, or you don't even have to move. You can just stay on red, or black for that matter. I don't recommend that, by the way, just simply because, I've seen like 27 reds in a row, and if you're sitting on black, you're just getting toasted. You got to have the comfort of just kind of moving back and forth, Okay, so that was it. We won that one, not rocket science. And that's it, man. You just choose a color, play on that color until you win, or do the red, red, black, black. And the reason being on that is that eventually through red, red, black, black, red, red, black, black, you will catch one of the sequences. And if you're betting properly, you'll win your money back and profit. So let's see what we got here. We'll play this one out. The top 3 roulette systems in the world just played. You saw it. And you got a little bonus one, which is silly, but it's literally what every single person plays. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it closed that bonus section, if you will. Kind of funny, but very strategic if you're playing kind of the red and black scenario, or just one specific color. And if it's cool, what I'd like to do before we jump is I want to show you guys ToshiBet a little bit. I love this site mainly because there's just so many different things to play on. And one of the ones I wanted to show you recently is this one right here, because this one is amazing. So check this out. You get, just like in some other casinos, or not casinos, I'm sorry, but some other online gaming you'll see, is they have these bonus numbers, right? And if you hit those bonus numbers, you get accelerators. I wanted to play this earlier when we were doing the strategy breakdown, but the problem is that I wanted to make sure that the bet ratio stayed the same in the event that we win one of these, blow up numbers, and you get 150 bucks off a 50-cent bet, So, but this is a pretty cool site. They have this particular style of roulette where you can do the, the hot numbers that have bonuses that pay up to 150 and even more. And they have so many cool kind of guys that are just gonna pop up and keep it entertaining. And then, of course, my favorite game, Baccarat, blackjack, whatever you want to play, man, you essentially have it. Look at all these blackjack tables that you can jump into. It's just a really, really cool site. Hope you guys, the reason I brought that up is I get a lot of questions on where I play in the comments and just through email. And basically, it's ToshiBet. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you have any questions, of course, you can let me know as well. So with that said, I think I'm going to jump over to play a little bit of Baccarat. I hope you guys enjoyed the roulette systems. And Vegas J, out. Oh, hey, one more quick thing. Shit, I just forgot. Don't forget to email me if you guys have questions or if you want me to test something. VegasJsChannel@gmail.com. It's in the description too if you want to look it up there. But shoot me some emails. Let me know what's going on. And yeah, man, I'm about to get in here and start making some more money. I'll talk to you guys later. Vegas J out.